Trump and Vance and Trump. And, you know, they just put themselves out.
I hate this term, the Trump of the left, that they need one. Trump is Joe Rogan.
I do feel as though they are a distraction from class, sass.
All of a sudden, everybody's talking about
Half of the nationwide went to NEM.
This was podcast.
$20 million.
$20 million.
$20 million.
The Manosphere.
Hi. I've spent the last few years facing young NEM, and particularly NEMs in America. Because of how the last election went, there's a lot more attention on young NEM. How many people have actually talked to NEM? After all, the problems facing NEM are real, and problems between 20 and 30, the sharpest roles.
I am a carpenter.
I was a former union, and now I'm a teacher, organizer.
I'm currently working.
I've been bouncing around.
I've done electrical, I've done construction.
Most recently as a substitute front desk at a tennis club.
Moving, cleaning, any type of moving.
Some of what they said might make you uncomfortable. But the reality is whether you're a progressive, conservative, or a conservative, progressive, both sides need to confront their problem with young NEM. Or a large share of the population is not going to have a home.
Did you vote in past elections, and can you tell us how you voted?
And I didn't really vote. I don't support anything political. I believe that I'm just a NEM.
I was too young.
The last time I voted, after that, I kind of felt as though, you know, politics and politicians were kind of blending into a fun party overall. And
All throughout school, I used to be high school.
But
My family got tax cuts in a bad way.
In a bad way.
Yeah,
Okay.
in a bad way. And I was just thinking to myself, like, who is this billionaire truck driver? I'm gonna fight for the carpet. I don't really feel seen or heard by anyone.
Let's look at some economic realities. In the top 20% of the income distribution, both women and NEM, outside this top bracket, over the last 50 years, the trajectories for women and NEM have been very different. Women today are more better. Men, on the other hand, are less down. I wanted to know if the guys in this room were NEM.
On average, do you think that NEM today, I'll start with you, Joel.
I'd say vaguely NEM, sort of barely.
Why is that?
Everybody's getting screwed.
Personally, like, including myself, I can think of guys who have been able to find work since graduating, some of them even with, like, degrees. I cannot say the same about any of my friends. I can't think of a single one who's employed.
obviously, I work with a lot of women on the lower end, people that just have nothing. I see that being primarily women we're in, but we don't have the same opportunity. About me, I said that.
Labour force participation for men has dropped 50% in the last 7 years. Male-dominated industries, free trade and automation. They've all been particularly vulnerable to a 1-2 punch of production, manufacturing, and loss of a job isn't loss of a job, a loss of income. For many decades, being able to find a well-paying family and provide for a job was an essential part of the loss of income job. But now things have changed.
There's still a feeling of like where that's becoming increasingly hard, despite having to be a harder.
Especially for working class now.
Yeah.
do you all agree with that?
On them, well,
Absolutely.
Even less, more, and then there's a sense of,
Chris.
Worse. Things is more expensive now. Our area has a lot to do with it too, through the roof. But Georgia, South Carolina, I don't even know what somebody's car insurance. Never seen my grandmother at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, my grandmother at the house with me or.
Okay. Aiden.
I think yes, due to, and yeah.
No,
worry.
I would love that.
I would love that, exactly.
That'd be great.
As long as she's in the union.
First, I've asked you out.
She asked you out.
NEM issues with expectations can work the other way too. NEM are not only saddled, but themselves are
In a relationship. So we're here talking about dating, but let's talk about how relationships can end. And
He just laughed.
Darren's story is problematic, I think, over issues of sex and gender. Liberals refuse to run both ways, and they're too quick to individual failings, symptoms of toxic masculinity. Conservatives do appear to be more sensitive. The left turns its back on boys and men, and the right turns back the clock on girls. As you can imagine.
What I'll say about Democrats, and I also kicked them into the curb and spit on them. You're telling them not to be them. You're telling them they can't watch football or UFC. Yeah, they're fighting. That's why Trump is there. You know, because Trump.
The
Democratic Party, but I think what's worse is the Republican Party, they play the culture war. They don't want to talk about like.
You're a right-wing man, Joel. What do you think?
Sorry, I had to get that out, man. I had to.
Yeah, crazy.
We're not
The Illuminati.
But
On the culture point, though, right? Wouldn't you go both ways?
in which regard?
Don't you patriarchy,
I'm not. I wouldn't say it's equal.
I would say the reason why we do that now is we lost, sort of,
How would you know whether you think?
I really can't answer it because I don't pay attention.
but
I just Trump and Vance and Trump and just some old guy. You can barely hear him. What the hell? I understand it.
You can open yourself, pretend to be someone you're not. I don't believe. I mean, you'll watch YouTube.
All I've seen in my lifetime is more and more and more and more issues that they actually care about. I love Bernie Sanders because Democrats just kneecap them.
The Democrats don't have. They have. I don't even think you can really say that. Like probably.
That's true. They are absolutely true.
But empty spine. If you're the kind of person that thinks, then you like what's going on right now. Is a joke.
What?
He's been insane his entire life. He's basic.
But I don't want to see nerdy Mike Johnson.
But you kind of do want to see Mike Johnson.
I don't want to see Mike Johnson. Don't want to see him anywhere.
No. What do you think of the term toxic masculinity? Good and useful term, or a bad and unhelpful term?
Who's answering that?
gonna
Go
say-
first. I don't even believe in nothing like that.
Or whatever,
I just
vaguely speaking, boys will be boys in the same sort of way. And it's like,
This guy's an asshole. Whatever. Like you kind of just.
they should just go back to just calling guys a-holes. Like, that's
I'd like
the
to be called.
perfect
So
definition.
the websites look quite female.
Boy, puff out your chest, kind of shit. I don't.
Yeah. Most of the medical field is all women.